What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video and welcome back to the vlog. Today's video, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to show you guys what's it like to drive a lifted Jeep Grand Cherokee or any type of lifted vehicle, what it feels like, what it's kind of like from a POV perspective. And then while we're going to be driving, I'm going to be talking to you guys, giving you some of my impressions. I feel like it's just a different type of video. But yeah, hopefully this style video is something a little bit different. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're not taking the Challenger, we're not taking the Compass, we're taking the lifted Jeep Grand Cherokee. The first thing I want to say is that you can notice with the Challenger how much lower it is than getting into the Jeep. Now, as you guys probably don't know, I am roughly 6'2.5", and then with shoes on, I'm about 6'3". So this is the step-in height for me. So you can see it's still pretty high up. So the step-in height for me is not so bad. I can get in here pretty easily, actually much easier than I can get inside of the Challenger. But this is what it's like getting inside the Jeep. And if you're wondering what this is this window tint that the guy did before me. It's kind of low, actually. This is definitely lower than 6 inches, so hopefully you guys can see around it. But without further ado, let's go on some driving impressions. Alrighty guys, so I rolled up the window, so hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. I'm not sure how well this audio quality is going to be with this like GoPro thing, but we'll see. As the first thing that you're going to realize, especially in this vehicle, it's not fast. It's not fast at all, especially compared to the Challenger. This thing drives really slow. It's very similar to when I had my Jeep Wrangler. You know, it's not really fast. It's not meant to be fast. This has the 3.8 liter V6. This has about 205. No, actually, I think it's like 230 horsepower, something in that range. So it's not really fast. As we're literally passing over there is Canada, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this vehicle is not fast at all. And you know, that's kind of the whole point of it. It's not really meant to be fast. If you wanted a fast Jeep, you get the SRT8. But the one thing I will say though that is cool about this vehicle is that since it is so tall up, you feel like you are in just so much of command of the road. Like this car that's right here next to me, I can just see him, but I'm just, you know, going right by. So this vehicle, yeah, as I'm just driving around though, like taking these type of turns is totally fine. But you have to get used to it. There's a lot more body roll than what you would normally be expecting this to be, just because that you're so tall up. Yeah, you see the bridge. Cars are still coming over. But yeah, there's a lot more body roll than versus something that's a lot lower to the ground, obviously. So you do have to get used to that. If you are used to driving taller vehicles, you know, you're kind of used to it. You just have to be a little bit more careful. And it also depends on your type of your tires as well. You know, if your tires are super aggressive, if they're off-road tires only, you know, you're going to have a lot less traction on, you know, and you have a lot less on-road performance. These tires that are on here, they're a good mixture of both. They're not super wide, but they're not super narrow either. And these are more of a street tire, so it does perform okay on the road. As you can see, this is a it's a 250, the Silverado. We're about the same height as that car right there. But yeah, I'm much taller than any other vehicle besides for like lifted trucks. As you can see, when I'm on the normal highway, it drives okay. Especially in this vehicle, like the actual alignment is like pretty good. So it's like, you know, it's no real problems with that. I know inside some other Jeeps, you can't get the death wobble. When you're going around 55 miles per hour, you get the death wobble. That's when you have some type of loose components in your suspension. And there's a lot of different issues that can come up because of when you have a lifted vehicle. But in this, it's not. You can see it drives pretty straight. The road's a little bit, you know, not exactly the straightest here, so I don't want to test it for too long. But and the other quick thing I will mention is my speedometer is slightly off. It's 5 miles per hour slower than what you're really going, or it depends on your speed. But yeah, so typical rule of thumb, I say if this says 55, I'm really doing around 60. That's just because of the speedometer wasn't updated when the bigger tires were put on. That could be a quick and easy fix if you have a tuner. You can reprogram your speedometer, but in this vehicle it didn't have one, and I just didn't do one yet. So, you know, that's just how it is. Yeah, as you can see, I'm taking this off ramp, so it says like I'm doing like 40, probably doing 45 as I'm slowing down. There's a lot more body roll than what you would probably be suspecting. If you're not used to this at all, this would... But yeah, so I would say the biggest takeaway is, I would say from this, is that, you know, comparing this to my Jeep Wrangler that I had, you know, it drives very similarly. Any type of lifted vehicle, the biggest thing you have to worry about is the body roll, and, you know, your actual, like, straight line performance is going to be decreased with bigger tires and, you know, bigger wheels. You have just more components. It's going to be heavier, so it's going to be just a little bit slower getting off of the line. You know, if you're in something like a, you know, like a turbo diesel or something like that, where you have so much torque down low, you don't really have to worry about that. It's really going to be the top end. But in like a normal, like a gas vehicle, you know, typically speaking, it's going to be slower off of the line. But yeah, it drives fine though. So you can see, so I'm just taking these turns. Look at this nice, quick, and easy sweeper. Granted, we're going pretty, you know, like 35 miles per hour. It's totally fine. But if you're not used to it, it can be something a little bit more challenging. And yeah, as I'm just driving, there's a ton of people over here today. Didn't know this. Guess there's like a frisbee golf thing going on. Guess I'm not going to be filming over here. I'm just going to film another video, but yeah, I guess I'm not doing that today. There's like a crap ton of people here. We're going to go down here and just turn around, I guess. We're going to do a nice U-turn, and we're going to get back out of here. Turning radius is, it's not so bad. It does have the all-wheel drive system, so, you know, it's going to be a little bit decreased. But I did that in probably, I don't know, maybe 15 feet. That was, I think. The other thing that you have to worry about is your brakes. So I'm going to try to get around these people. Quick side note, frisbee golf is like one of the best sports you can do. Love it. But yeah, this vehicle, the braking. Now, obviously, this goes along with when you have the bigger tires and bigger wheels and just bigger weight or more weight. It's going to be a little bit more pressure that you're going to need to stop yourself. So, you know, that's just physics. But, you know, so you got to just, you know, make sure you give yourself a little bit extra room when you're trying to stop yourself, and just give yourself more time and just to react. But I did shoot a quick clip of me at nighttime driving the vehicle, so I'm going to insert that clip in here now. Hey guys, so hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to try to speak up so you guys can hear me. I'm not sure how well the audio recording is going to be on this like GoPro thing, but I will say the cool thing is about driving this thing at night is with these really nice projector headlights. Like, it really lights up the road, especially just driving around like in through town at night. This thing feels great. Like, you feel like you have so much control of the road. Since we're so high up, it just feels like we have just so much control. We're like in command of the road. It is a really cool feeling to have. I did want to make sure I pointed that out. It feels really cool just to drive just kind of at night. And honestly, I'm really excited to drive this during the winter time, because that's the one thing about the Jeep Wrangler. In the winter, especially going through the city, it felt like you can just romp on it, and like when it was snow and everything like that. So I'm curious to see how this is going to perform in the snow, especially inside the city. So yeah guys, so I'm going to end the video here. So I will say, there's a nice FJ over there, but I'm going to end the video here just because yeah, that was my spot. I was going to film another video. I'm not going there. There's too many people there. But like that, I'm going to end the video here. So let me know, guys, if this is something you want to see. This is a different style video, kind of a POV, just me talking to you guys, just going for a quick drive in the vehicle and letting you guys see what's it like to drive this thing. Yeah, guys, I'm going to end the video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. Check out some of the other videos that I've done. Follow me on Instagram, OmegaGreed, same name as the YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.